Welcome to class. I am the techie dude from Fiscus Infotech Solutions. In this lesson, we shall be looking at sorting and filtering data using the data menu tool in Microsoft Excel. There are many built-in tools in Microsoft Excel to help with data management. Sorting and filtering features are among the best of them. The filter tool gives you the ability to filter a column of data within a table to isolate the key components you need, while the sorting tool allows you to sort by date, number, alphabetical order, and more. So in this lesson, we will explore the usage of sorting and filtering technique. Let's follow along. So I am currently on the data menu, and you can see all the tools that can be made use of. We have the getting external data, which can be sorted from several, which we can get from several data source. And we have the get and transform, connections, sort and filter, data tool, forecast, outline, and all the rest. But here we are going to be looking at using sorting and filtering in this lesson. So we're going to cover sorting data, filtering data, and using data form rather for quick data entry. Now let us start. I have listed before me here an entry of names, department, and country of operation of a list of people in a particular organization. Now, this data, we want it to be arranged in alphabetical order. We want it to be arranged in alphabetical order. You can see on our list here, we have Mr. Smith Wiki as the first on the list. We actually want it to be in alphabetical order, A to Z or Z to A and all that. Now, we have a tool here that can help us to do that. All you need to do is to click within the data range. Within the data range, our data range, let me select, is this. Make sure you click within the data range. If you click anywhere within the data range and you go to sort, we click sort. Immediately we click sort, what happened? A dialog box popped up where we can set the activity that we want. And another thing you will take note of is that our data range was selected. Therefore, let us cancel this and I click somewhere outside the data range and I say sort. Outside the data range, I want to click outside the data range. Let's assume we just click somewhere outside the data range. You can see we get an error. This can be applied to the selected range. Select a range of cells before you can do that. So we wouldn't want this type of error. So we're going to click within the data range. So you can click within the data range and go to sort. We have this. And then you can see in this dialog box, we have the column heading with sort on and the sort order. So we want to sort by the first name. So I'm going to click the first name here. And what are we sorting on? We are sorting on the cell values, the values in our cells. Then how do we want to sort it? Z to A is selected, but we want to sort it A to Z in that order alphabetically. So A to Z, then we click OK. You can see now that sorting with the first name, you can see it has rearranged it and sorted it in alphabetical order from A down to the last alphabetical letter available. Sorting the first name in alphabetical order and then arranging the corresponding second name to it. That is the way to perform a simple sort. We can do this in reverse alphabetical order also by just selecting within the range, within our data range, go to sort and say, okay, let us sort the second name this time around in reverse alphabetical order, Z to A. Z to A. Look at the second name. If you look at the second name column, it is sorted in reverse alphabetical order which take W as the first in our data range. This is the way you can perform a simple sort in alphabetical order or reverse alphabetical order. But while you are doing this, make sure that you do not have an empty row in your data range. I deleted row 8, and you can see with this we will not have a good sorting, because there is a break in our data. There's a break here in our data. So whenever the data to be sorted must be a continuous data. If we want to sort this data, for instance, let's just click anywhere within the data range. Let's click somewhere here, and you see it's going to select only the data before the break. So ensure that your data, you have a continuous data when you are sorting. That is the way we perform simple sorting in alphabetical order or reverse alphabetical order. We shall be filtering the data as presented to us in this worksheet. This is the same worksheet we used in sorting data in the first lesson. So let us filter this data based on specific criteria. Now we have the list of staffs of an organization from different departments and in different countries of operation. So we click within the data range and just look for the data menu, the sort and filter tool. Click on this icon, this filter icon, and you will immediately notice that there is a drop down arrow that is attached to all the column in our data at the top on row 1. This arrow. This enables us to filter our data according to our specified criteria. Assuming we want to filter based on country of operation, we can just come to the country, click the arrow, and you will see this menu that gives us options and a list of all the countries listed in that column. Presently, we have displayed before us all the countries, but we can make a filter by checking for staffs in a particular country. So I'm going to unselect the select all. I unselected it. Just click on it and it is unselected. So we want to select to know those that are from Egypt, that the country operation is Egypt. So I'm going to click on Egypt. Filter by country. Okay, look at what has happened to our data. It has filtered based on that criteria, selecting only Egypt as the country of operation. And we have before us all the list of staffs from Egypt. This is the way to perform a very simple filtering of our data. If you click back on that icon, that filter icon, you can see we return back to our original data. You will notice also that the filter icon beside the title has disappeared because we unselect the filter icon. So let's select back the filter icon. Filter by name. We want to see Adele Benjamin. And you see that we can see only those 2 staff list. Unselect again. And let us filter again. Sorry. Let's click within the range and filter based on department. We want to see just the marketing and the technical department. So you can see it has sorted it and gave us the technical and the marketing department staff list. When we click on reapply, this reapply the filter and sort on the current range so that changes you've made are included. Let us click on that and we can clear the sort. Now let us use the data form. Let us unselect the filter. Now we go to the next on our tutorial list using data form for quick entry. On our spreadsheet, we have listed here 26 entry. Now, if we have more than this, we'll be required to be scrolling up and down to enter new entry. If I want to enter new, I will go this way. Maybe the name is John and it's Maxwell. The department is sales and the country is Angola. So I will have to be scrolling up and down, but with the help of the data entry form or the data form, we can quickly perform additional entry in a better and easier way. How do we do that? If you are using this version of Microsoft Excel and you don't have the data form icon in the data menu, you can just search for it from this search that tell me what you want me to do and just type form. You could see the form here, but I have my own already in the quick access menu here up here. Look at it here. So you can add it to the quick access menu also. So I click on the data range. Remember, you need to always click on your data range, anywhere within your data range. You need to click anywhere within your data range. You are performing sort, you are performing filtering, you need to click anywhere within your data range. Now we want to bring in the data form to perform quick entry into our data. So I click within the data range and then I click on the form icon in my quick access menu here, and you can see we have the all the headings of our data: title, first name, second name, department and country. You can see it right here. If you scroll down, you will see that you actually scroll to the last. Presently, here you can see we have one of 26, so we have 26 items on the roll, and by the time I scroll, you can see we actually scroll through the data within that data range that is listed before us. So you see we scroll to the very last and we can add new record. So let us add new record, and let's say this one is Mrs. Take note of the record we are putting in, Mrs. Angela, and the second name is Andrew, Angela Andrew. The department is sales, sales, and the country is Canada. With this, we can make use of any of these menu here by going to say add new, and you see it has added it. Let us confirm this in our data. We just added Angela. Let's close this window and then look at right on 28, on the row 28, we have Mrs. Angela Andrew and sales department, Canada. What an easy way to enter more data into our record. I'll repeat that again. Use the form icon here. You can search for it right here. And of course, make sure that you have already selected any cell within the data range where you want to enter the new data. So let me use the form here and click on form. It pops up. We can actually scroll to different rows from here. You can see this is one of 27. You can see find the previous or find the next. I go to the record, so we can go through the record using these simple windows to just go through the record until we get to the last record. We can add new record by putting a Mr. now, and we say it's Mr. Mohammed Abu. Then we have the department as let's give it production department, and the country to be India. So we've added the new record. Let's close the window, and then you can see we have Mr. Mohammed Abu production India. So we have used the data form to enter new data into our record. And you can even build an entire form, an entire record from using this data form, using this method that we just used. Assuming we do not have any data right here, we do not have any data right here, you can just create a title just like what I have here, and then click anywhere there and use the form. Thank you for watching. If this lesson has really helped, please click the like button and remember to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to click the notification button to get updates on latest tutorials. If there are also lessons you will want to be treated, please indicate in the comment section below. See you in the next lesson.